Happy Monday, it's Wemi here with your Monday dose of inspiration. What if it doesn't work? My brother slash personal photographer slash videographer asked me this very question after our 8th attempt to film a video that was integral to the launch of my book, Thank God It's Monday. I paused in front of his apartment and I looked at him utterly frustrated. Then we're done. I can't keep doing this, I said. Approximately 1.5 seconds later, I turned back around and said under my breath, if it doesn't work, we'll try it again the next day. And then I walked out. Let's rewind a little. When I launched my book 2 years ago, many of you saw a launch video that looked effortless and easy. What you didn't see is that to get to that one perfect take, we filmed at over 7 locations from downtown LA to Malibu, and only one worked. I climbed to the rooftop of a building via a very sketchy fire escape that scared the crap out of me and probably scarred me for life. My brother, who was graciously helping me out, unknowingly plugged in our external mic to the headphone jack instead of the mic jack on the camera, and we didn't find out until we were ready to edit the video. When I came up with the original idea, I had so much excitement and optimism. But after dealing with issues of lighting, sound, color, camera lenses, microphone, locations, so many tries to get out a message that was important to me, I was left deflated and frustrated. Life is not convenient, but quitting is not an option. Going back is not an option. When you say yes to your purpose and to your calling, there's no turning back. You stretch, you grow, you outgrow, and then you stretch some more. But just like a teenager can't go back to being a toddler, a dreamer, once he or she turns professional, by taking action on his or her dream, cannot go back. The issue, however, with loving something so wholeheartedly is that it becomes intertwined with the core of who you are. It becomes personal. Success and failure also become personal. You're their targets, and whichever one you end up with, now in your mind, determines your worth as a human being. We put so much pressure on ourselves. We create this space where we feel the need to define ourselves by one thing. We forget that all things are flux. Relationships end, jobs end, dreams transform into other dreams, but we remain. I say this often, you're not what you do, but what you do can be an extension of who you are. That means that we shouldn't be tied to the outcome of any action, whether deemed successful or a failure. Nothing can define us unless we allow it. We hear the words of William Edward Hickson time and time again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Our purpose in this journey is to try. We are here to experience all that life has to offer, but how can we experience life if we don't try? If it doesn't work, try again. Don't take failure or the obstacles that come before it personally. So many of us live with this debilitating fear of failing and messing up. We think that everything has to be perfect before we can attempt to bring our dreams to life. There's more to you than one defining moment. To fear is to relinquish power that's been given to you to one fleeting life situation. To fear is to disrespect your abilities and the core of who you are. To fear is to limit yourself. Become a professional at life. That means that you do the work and you trust in the work that you're doing. You recognize that there will be challenges, but that life isn't here as an affront to you. You recognize that it will always be about the journey and who you become in the midst of the journey. If it doesn't work, you still work. No life event, good or bad, can take that away from you. There's an interview with Oprah Winfrey right before her show became the phenomenon that it was that I love going back to. In the video, she's asked by Mike Wallace from 60 Minutes, "What if your show doesn't do well?" She responded, "It will do well. And if it doesn't, I will still do well." What it shows is not only an unflinching faith in the self, but also perseverance in not being defined by one moment. If this message connected with you, comment below. If we're not connected already, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button in my profile. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you soon.